Hello, my name is John Dorwart. I am the District Sales Manager in the state of Kentucky for Sumitomo. My success story has to do with a company in Owensboro, Kentucky that manufactures smokeless tobacco product. This company has a lot of small conveyors because they process so many different brands with flavorings, so there's literally hundreds of small conveyors using small old worm gear drives. And back in late 2014 they approached us to look at some of their conveyor drives and the problems they were having. Visited the plant with one of our independent distributors and found that they had a fair amount of leaking units. Again, these are Falk ultralight worm gears. I don't think any one worm gear unit was larger than a 1238. And then they had several that were smaller. A variety of horsepowers, half horse, 3/4, 1, 1.5, up to 2. And just a good mishmash of different parts, motor sizes as well as gearhead sizes. So after visiting with the maintenance manager and the reliability engineer, as well as the storeroom supervisor who also did purchasing, they realized that they just had slowly created over time more parts than they really needed to run conveyors. So after a couple of visits, we came back and brought in a Hyponic sample because most of what they had were hollow shaft mounted, and some were footed with shaft output. Once we looked at some selections, they decided on getting 2 test units, which they purchased. They put in a couple of 1420s frame sizes, and we did food grade grease in them. No extra charge, and they liked the fact that they could do that without spending a little more money. Food grade grease isn't required in the plant, but they like the fact that they could present that when inspectors do come in and look at their facility. It's not a food plant, but it does get inspected like a food product because obviously we're putting it in our mouths. Once the test was done, probably fall of 2015, they were satisfied with it. It had run and they hadn't had any problems. They liked the clean look of the gearhead. They settled on doing something for standardization, and that's to work with a 2-horse C-face motor for every conveyor and use the 1420 at about, I believe it was 5 different ratios we looked at, which handled most of their conveyor needs depending upon the speed of the conveyor. Roll forward to 2020. Today we have a situation where the local distributor is stocking motors and the 5 gearheads with different ratios. They could call the local distributor and literally get a motor and a new gearhead just in a matter of an hour or so. That gave them peace of mind to catch unexpected breakdowns when they happened. And as of early 2020, they have converted roughly 100 of the 300 to 400 conveyors that they have in service in the plant. It's been a nice conversion story. They didn't pay less for the Hyponics than they do the ultramites. As a matter of fact, we were more than the ultramites. But they recognize that by working with one manufacturer and thinking through the process, they stock feet, they stock plug shafts, and they stock torque arms. So they buy the gearheads as hollow bores, and then depending on what they need for their conveyor, they bolt on feet, put in a plug-in shaft, or they put on a torque arm and hang it on a conveyor. It's been pretty good. Very satisfied customer. I'm looking to see us slowly convert the additional 200 to maybe 300 conveyor drives as the older worm gear units begin to leak and fail or just need replaced. Thank you.